Hey everybody, so I had a pretty big mail day today. I'm going to be opening up the new Purple Rain Paisley Park Remaster. Kind of got a rule, and I know I mentioned this in some of my previous videos, which is I usually don't own the same album twice. If I have maybe a reissue pressing of something and I come across a better version, maybe it's a original pressing or maybe it's a remaster that sounds better, I typically will get rid of the old one to make room for the new one. Currently I have the RTI remaster, or just reissue, that came out a couple years ago, and maybe it was even last year, I can't remember. I really like this one. It's pretty much a carbon copy of the original pressing. I mean, it's got everything that the original had in it, and maybe if I come across a original pressing, I might trade it out and sell this one and get the other one. But this year has been I guess, kind of a situation where I may be keeping both copies. There's been some great reissues this year. This is kind of a nice little side-by-side comparison. Let me pull this out of the bag, the old one. But when I saw Prince, and it was a little bittersweet to buy this because I know he was very, very, very protective of his music, and when he passed away last year, it just seemed like, almost instantly it was like, okay, let's start releasing all this stuff that he had in the archives and in the vault. And it's the man was amazing, but at the same time, I kind of want to, always personally, I just feel like, I don't want to just go diving in and buying all this stuff. I don't know. It's just weird. It just feels like, I respect the man, and I don't know how to put it into words, really. If you follow with me, I appreciate it. But this particular project, apparently, he was going to be releasing, despite his death. He was going to release it. I mean, obviously, he didn't know he was going to die, but this was going to come out anyway. So I thought, I'd love to hear how he would have produced it and how he remastered it personally. And I thought that was going to be a really interesting. I like what they did with the cover. You can see the original has, just a white with the flowers, and this one's got kind of a foil background. It's really nice. Same thing with the cover. It's got this kind of shiny, glossy foil look to it. Looks really sharp. Same thing with the back. When you look at the back, it's all white with flowers here, and then it's got the foil here. It's really sharp. Looks really good. So between this, Sergeant Pepper's recent reissue, OK Computer by Radiohead, and a couple others. There was one more I'm missing. I can't think of it right now. I may actually be hanging on to both of them because they're just completely different releases. I mean, it's sonically they're just completely different, and I like both of them. And I heard the Sergeant Pepper. I kept seeing people in the vinyl community posting about it, and like how great it was, and I was like, yeah, they got to justify why they bought it, so they're gonna say it's great. But I actually listened to it. And it was just night and day different from the mono reissue that I had. But the mono reissue sounds great. So I guess I finally justified keeping, like, having a duplicate copy of a record. This is nice and heavy. Very, very heavy. Feels really good. Center labels. Very close to the original, if not identical. So the inner sleeve looks pretty normal. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, kind of the same as it was. And this even comes with the poster. Back this up a little bit. Very cool. Now, I don't think that... Yeah. The recent reissue, the RTI I have, does not have the poster, so the poster is definitely a bonus. Which I believe this did come with the original pressings. So very nice. Very, very, very nice release. I have not heard this version yet, so I'm really excited to check it out. But as soon as I saw Prince was part of this and oversaw it and did it, I had to get it. And can't say enough about it. It's a great, great, great album. And if you haven't picked one up, definitely check it out. Y'all have a great evening.